Former Interim Superintendent Michelle Woodfork announces her retirement from NOPD earlier this year, and last week she confirmed her new role as Director of Forensics and Intelligence within the District Attorney's Office.
She sat down with WDSU's Brittany Verner to give us an exclusive look at how her work in this new role will continue her crime-fighting mission throughout the city.
Michelle Woodfork has decades of experience in law enforcement, which will help her in this new role at the DA's office, continuing her work as a public servant in this community.
You know, I love the city of New Orleans. I love the community, and anything that I could do to make it safer, you know, I wanted to be a part of it.
A powerful statement as former NOPD Superintendent Michelle Woodfork embarks on her new journey within the District Attorney's Office, now named Director of Forensics and Intelligence.
You know, the DA's office, the police department, all are taxed with having a lot of work to do with less manpower. So what better way to assist those homicide detectives or those detectives who are out there investigating carjackings or armed robberies, give them another tool, another way, another avenue to get more evidence to help secure convictions on those people that they are arresting.
Analysis and neighborhood selection.
In this capacity of her work within the new role, Woodfork says she can take her duties a step further. Instead of just finding and arresting criminals, she can now begin to bring justice to families who've been victimized.
When I'm looking for that extra piece of evidence, when I'm looking for that additional witness or that person that's afraid to come forward, that's what I'm most looking forward to, that missing piece, finding the missing piece of the puzzle that's going to help us get that conviction.
She's also looking forward to evolving within the DA's office.
And we've evolved quite a bit
as they adapt to new ways to stay ahead of criminals.
Those hardened criminals, those ones who are creating havoc in our community and in our city. We're going to continue to target that small group of violent offenders in our community, using that forensic technology to get ahead of the criminals, to get ahead of those violent actors, so we won't have another mass shooting. So we won't continue to see violent crimes by juveniles or young people in our community, seeing another young person in our community lose their life.
While still partnering with NOPD, federal partners, and judges at Criminal District Court to align evidence that brings down convictions, ultimately building better relationships between the community and its leaders and making New Orleans a safer city for all.
I think that's what the citizens have, you know, to look forward to, a safer city. Having more confidence in the DA's office, having more confidence in the police department and the criminal justice system as a whole. I just want people to know, just as committed as I was as a New Orleans police officer, as a superintendent of police, I'm gonna be just as committed here.
Better prepared cases, more evidence, those are just a couple of the valuable tools Woodfork plans to help bring within this new role. Again, with the mission of helping to drive crime down and make it a safer environment for us all.